Come on, it's already too late. You can't be a blogger right now.
A style icon.
I don't eat much. I grew up together with fashion industry of Russia.
Hello, people. My name is Farida, and I'm happy to welcome you to my podcast, Business Lounge in Dubai. And today I have a special guest. I'm so excited about this conversation because this person is a style icon. There are people who love her, people who hate her, but it's impossible to ignore her. Her persona is very interesting. She is an architect, interior designer, also a very famous fashion influencer. Her name is Elina, also known as Style Demon. I'm so happy that you made it here, Elina.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Elina, actually, I believe that you are truly special in this era of everybody is the same. And I invited you because I truly believe that my listeners can learn from you about styling and about charisma, about a person who grew himself. I've seen your path. And you have a very strong education. If you could give a small master class on how to grow your own style, personal brand, and just tell us about yourself. I'm really excited to hear. What is your story?
Oh, wow. So that could take more than an hour, actually.
Let's do like this. Let's first get to know about you. Then we will speak about personal brand, maybe.
Okay.
And then you can give this master class about style.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and we will discuss importance of the style in general for people who are not influencers. Because my channel is about business, lifestyle, and mindfulness. So I believe that all these things should be together mixed in one person, and I see it in you. Yes, you're truly a lifestyle fashion icon. Tell me, please, what are you doing right now?
Well, I still try to do both things. I am an architect and interior designer, and I have my studio in Moscow, and I have a little team, and we're making interior designs. We are actually building a house right now, which is like my first project of an individual house. This is the first thing that I do, and the second one is I'm influencing people in fashion. So I'm a fashion blogger. And I do both right now. Right now, I would say I do more architecture, but last year I was more of a fashion influencer. I'm balancing it.
Yeah, for how long are you doing fashion influencing?
I started my blog in 2017.
Wow.
Yeah, yes. And
More
from
than
that
5 years.
Yeah,
8 years.
8 years, yeah.
Wow.
And from that time, I've been doing that nonstop all the time. I can't quit.
Yeah. And here I want to ask the first question because I hear a lot people complaining about this is consistency.
Yes.
What is the secret? How do you stay consistent?
I think that for me, I would say like all those discipline and blah blah blah, but but actually for me, the blog and fashion blogging, it came from my passion of. My passion of fashion, Fashion was my passion and is my passion. And I think that the blog also was, a way of expressing my inner actor, actress, artist, and I couldn't give an escape to that in architecture because when you're doing something in architecture, it's actually separate of your body. It's something. A side of you. It's a product that is not connected with you right away. And me as someone who actually dreamt of being an actress or someone who is on stage, I always dreamt of doing something that is connected with me, with my body. And I think that blogging came as something that could actually be my stage And that how I stayed consistent, because I actually really, really wanted to do that. And I actually felt a great pleasure doing it years and year after that and year after that.
And doing now.
And well, when your passion is becoming business, there are different details that sometimes you don't know right away. But yes, fashion is still my passion, and right now I'm not as much as I used to be on my blog, because I'm trying to reinvent myself. Now, what keeps me there and what keeps my discipline is that I feel like I have to be there in order not to lose everything that I got from it with this
Years of work.
with years of work. Yeah. So
I know that you have actually a serious education. I mean, architecture is not a joke. Where did you study?
I studied first when I was in Russia, in Moscow. I graduated from Moscow Architectural University. It's called in Russia. It's called Marhi.
Yeah.
And it's like the most famous. Sorry, I'm complimenting myself, but it's just a fact. you know, it's the most famous architectural university in Russia. So I did 6 years there. And after that,
6 years.
yes, 6 years. Actually, architects are the same as doctors. We are studying for 6 years.
Wow, I didn't know. Wow.
Yeah. And after that, I went to New York and I graduated from Columbia University in the city of New York.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's where I became a master of an architect.
I know that you lived in New York. Why didn't you stay? Because now I see your style. I feel you belong to New York.
But wait a minute, I have to ask you, when have you been last time in New York?
I was there before COVID.
Before COVID, okay. Well, I went back from New York to Moscow in 2013.
Oh.
And I came just for summer, and I was trying to find a job in New York as an architect, as a junior architect, because after you're graduating from Columbia University, they actually give you like the special card, which called optional practice training card, which makes it easier for architectural studios to hire you, because they don't have to pay the tax.
Okay.
So I was trying to find a job, and I found several opportunities for me. And I remember the months that I was consistently all the time buying tickets to New York. So I bought one, and then no, I will go later. So I put it back, and then I bought one more, and then no, I will go later. And then I just sat down and truly talked to myself, and I said, I don't want to go there. I don't want to stay there. I don't want to live in New York, because I love Moscow, and I don't know how many years would it take for me to feel the connection with the city, with the connection with New York, the one that I have with Moscow. Usually I'm the one who's like, yeah, you have to go out from your comfort zone. You don't have to follow your comfort. And that time I was like, no, I want to follow my comfort. I want to follow my soul. And that was the time that I decided that I wouldn't go back. I swear, there was not once when I regretted this decision.
Wow, that's interesting. But I see from your stories that you really love Moscow. I see that you enjoy it.
Yes, I do.
And also you, like nobody, is showing that, at least right now, there is so many really cool brands in Moscow.
Yeah, I actually feel like from 14, I see the rise of fashion industry in Russia. And because in 2017 I started my blog, I actually literally grew up with the brands, because I was a little blogger. I had like 2,000 followers.
Yeah.
I started to work with some new fresh brands, and I started to connect with them and to be friends with the owners. And those brands were like really tiny, really little. And I used to come to see what they sell in those really small rooms somewhere, not a stylish. From that time, I grew as a blogger, and they are crazy now. They have flagman boutiques right in the main streets of Moscow, and I still have connection with those people. We grew up together, so I actually could say that I grew up together with fashion industry of Russia.
I love it. And I
Yes.
actually agree with you. This is not in your head. This is the reality.
This is a reality.
Because I've seen you growing, and wow, very impressive. Because this is English speaking channel, and I want to clarify that maybe you don't know Elina. She's Russian speaking blogger, by the way. Yeah, you don't have blog in English.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I think you should do this because your style is truly unique, and people would love to see you. And I know that even I had a story that my friend here in Dubai, she showed me your picture somewhere because I know you, and she's like, "Look, this is what's the name of that model I told you?"
It's the one who thought that I'm Irina Shayk.
Yeah, she's like, "This is Irina Shayk." I'm like, "No, this is Elina." But nice, I will tell her because yeah, your style is very unique.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, tell me please more about a blogging journey, because now everything is about blogging, influencing. Everybody wants to be a blogger, and now a lot of people say that it's really hard to become blogger these days. What do you think?
First of all, now everybody is influencing in a way.
Yeah.
And I've been doing like podcasts like maybe once half a year. I'm doing podcasts with interesting people. I really love doing that. And last 3 years, what I'm hearing. It's so hard right now to make blog. And when I was starting in 2017, everybody is like, come on, it's already too late. You can't be a blogger right now. It's like it's gone already. That's it. You can't go to the train is gone, Now we all hear the same. I think that it's never too late if it's your true passion. It's never too late because I believe that there is always a place in the world for your true passion. So the thing with blogging right now and the thing with Instagram right now is that there are different instruments today that were in comparison to those that existed in 2017. In a way, what I can say is that right now, if you have fresh account, the algorithms of Instagram created that way that it's even easier to grow your audience when you have a fresh account.
Really?
Yeah, the algorithms is like that because Instagram is trying to elevate fresh faces, and I can see that all over the place.
Really?
So if you have fresh account, if it is your true passion, if you are an interesting, full-minded person, if you have something to say to the world, if it's your unique style or if it's your, I don't know, kindness in a way, if you're talking about your personal experience in any way, it will elevate you. But you have to be consistent. It's not going to work after you posted 10 reels. Yes, it's not working like that. You have to be consistent at least for a year.
Yeah, now I hear this comment, but I don't have anything special. I don't have any. Yes, Elina, you lived in Moscow. You lived in New York. You studied in Columbia University. You are so stylish. You're like an actress, and you're pretty, and you're skinny, and I'm fat. I don't know anything. I don't know what people might like about me. What should I do? Yeah, but.
The trick is that when it was 2017, I wasn't skinny. I wasn't pretty. I was...
I don't believe you.
No, really, I was plus 10 kilograms.
Okay.
No, seriously.
So you lost this weight for during the process.
During the process. You know what? Instagram is such a great way to actually go through all those fears you have, through all those limitations in your head, and to actually go inside you and to grow your confidence and to actually flourish. It's a
Wow.
great way because that's actually what happens with me, and I can see that if you're operating it right, it actually helps you flourish. I don't know,
Wow.
when you're doing something, you like doing it, and then little by little, you feel like you have the energy back from the audience. It makes you flourish, and it
Yeah.
makes you trying to become better version of yourself. And it's not happens in one night. It goes step by step. And so, like 8 years later, and you're like, oh, you're already skinny, you're pretty, you have that, you have that. But seriously,
This
8 years
is work,
ago,
yeah.
this was a great. First of all, I don't eat much. So, seriously, Instagram is great for girls. I really think that woman nature is very artistic, and Instagram is kind of a stage. And once you put yourself there and you're doing and you're expressing yourself, it kind of makes you flourish.
Wow, I love it.
So you just have to start doing it.
I remember there was time when you mentioned in Instagram that the less I eat, the more I kind of I don't remember. The context is that you have to kind of be skinny to be more influencing, to grow kind of.
Yeah, the context was almost what you're saying. The skinnier I am, the higher is my paycheck.
Yeah, a paycheck
Yes.
also. And paycheck because more people are attracted. So
The connection is that because I earn money through Instagram by advertising fashion brands, and I have to put clothes on me, and it has to look very attractive. And I mean, I'm not surprised. The supermodels are skinny because actually
provocative. Yeah.
No. Clothes is this is different. Sexy is different. Sexy is the same. It works the same. But if we're talking about skinny, clothes looks better on you when you're skinnier because camera also gives you more weight. So that's why models are so skinny, because clothes actually looks better on you. That's it. I don't know why it works like that, but it works like that. I don't know why in people's mind it looks attractive. I feel like it's nature. So the connection is just that when I got skinnier, clothes started looking better on me. I started selling better. I started influencing better. And that's why brands are willing to pay more because of that. That's the connection that I see. Sex also sells. Of course, when I started to put naked body, it also makes your check higher. But it has it also has limits. You have to like stay classy anyway.
It's the thin border between you're like sexy and overdone sexy.
Yes, and vulgar. Yeah.
And vulgar.
Yes,
yeah.
That's true.
In the beginning, I said that some people love you, some people hate you, impossible to ignore you, because for sure you trigger a lot of people. And I've seen the comments. How did you deal with that? And how do you deal with this now? Did it get less? Or still?
Well, first wave of negative comments I got not on Instagram actually, are actually on YouTube, because I just moved to the new apartment. I made interior design myself.
Sorry, you have to watch it. I rewatched it twice.
Really?
Yes, I know several bloggers made show.
I showed it 3 times on YouTube.
Tour on your apartment. It's amazing. She made it really cool, and especially at that time, it was something like wow.
Of course.
Wow.
That time it was very fresh.
I think that if you guys watch that apartment tour, you would understand what I'm talking about. Elina's style. I can see there is style. Even there is simple black thin legs metal table, but everything is so cohesive. Everything is so cool there. You have to watch it.
Thank you.
Please continue.
Wow, that's such a nice podcast. All the compliments. Thank you.
Yeah. It's true. I mean, I really love my guests. That's why I want you to
Yeah,
come,
of course.
and I want people to know it. So and learn something from you.
Thank you. What was the question? Sorry, I was concentrating on the compliments.
Yeah, about hate. Yeah, how did you deal with it?
First wave of negative comments I got from a YouTube video when I was showing my apartment. And you know that it's kind of a little bit specific because I have 2 bathrooms and they are all
With the glass walls.
with the glass walls.
You started. Your haters appeared first in YouTube.
Yeah, in YouTube, because some of them hated my apartment and also they hated me because they're like, seriously, she's an architect. She's what? She's not an architect. She's some girl who is spending some man's money, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so half of the people hated me and they hated the design. And actually that was very interesting because that moment I actually for several moments felt bad as an architect. And that's crazy because I never felt bad as an architect before. So people made me feel that way for, I don't know, like several weeks. And that was the time that I first felt it, and I felt it in a bad way. But I don't know, something happened after, because after that period, I just I don't feel it anymore. When I have negative comments, I actually feel like, wow, I'm still interesting to people. And I don't feel bad about it at all. I don't know. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, if I would feel bad, I would tell you.
Yeah.
Because there's some videos, you know, there is one more YouTube video. There is actually a tour of an apartment that I made for a client. That was the peak of my, I was very, very skinny. Not healthy skinny. And I just made fresh lips and they were too big. Seriously, they were too big. And I haven't seen it. I didn't see it. My mom and my dad are like, what are you doing? And I'm like, come on, I like it that way. I don't know, something happened to my eyes. Well, that happens, you know? I made the tour and people hated me for that. Like, she's too skinny, she's stupid, she's an Oscar, her lips are too big, she's blah, blah, blah. The design is very brutal, it's very cold and everything like that. And I was looking at it very
normal,
no feeling. And right now I actually look at the video, I'm like, they're actually right, my lips are too big and I am too skinny. So sometimes the hate is about the truth, you know?
Yeah, they say the truth, but exaggerating it to a negative way.
Yes, of course. And your ego has to be so powerful that you have to, in a good way, that you have to release some truthful points from it and to grow out and to go further.
You know why I ask you about haters? I don't have too many negative comments, and I'm so sad about it.
But wait a little. Wait a little.
Yeah, you know why I'm asking? And I remember that time I watched that YouTube and I've seen all this, not all, but I've seen these comments, and it's really true that you was already high at that time. Do you agree that from the moment when you start getting so much hate, you really became a big influencer?
I think that it kind of grows together. You're growing yourself as an influencer. You're kind of getting more and more popular. People know you, and that's just statistics. That's why the more people know you, the more people among them that wouldn't like you. So that's kind of...
You're not $100.
Yes, I'm not $100.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
But do you feel bad about being known? Like you have to look good always, or you don't have to look good always? Also, you're a style icon. Do you feel pressure that you go outside and you have to look good? You cannot wear old pajama and go to the bakery.
Well, no, actually, I don't feel that pressure because I feel absolutely free to go out with no makeup and in a pajama. It's totally fine. I do that all the time in the morning. About being a style icon, the thing is that it's great to be a style icon for some people, but in the community that I'm looking up to, I'm not a style icon. You know, style is not consistent. Style is a wave, and I mean, maybe there are some people who can always be on top, but that's not me. And my style really depends on my inner peace, on my inner feelings. And sometimes I do content and I'm like, wow, that look was a miss. That was not stylish at all. I am trying to look at myself from different sides. And I mean, if I feel pressure, that is the pressure of myself. I am putting a pressure on me because fashion is so interesting to me. I want to be stylish all the time, and I have to learn and I have to catch the wave all the time. And it's work. Yeah.
It's full-time job.
Full-time job.
Can you tell more? How did you become blogger? I mean, what happened? You was an architect and.
Yeah. Well, actually, when I came back from New York, there was the rise of street style. So everybody started to go to fashion weeks and to transfer around fashion points in interesting clothes, and that was the rise of some street style stars, and that was the rise of fashion influencers. Chiara Ferragni, one of the first. I don't remember the names already, but anyway, I actually spent a lot of time on Instagram surfing those bloggers, and I was like, wow, that's something I could actually do, and that's something that could actually express my inner actress, because what I was doing that day is I was working as an architect in an office.
Okay.
It was interesting because I was practicing in being an interior designer. It was very interesting, but the office job was absolutely terrible for me. Those were two most terrible years of my life, I would say. So I quit, and I started to work for myself, and I had free time, and I decided that maybe I could do something on Instagram, something like that. I started to make pictures of my look, and I don't know.
That was back in 2014, like this, 15.
Well, no, it was actually already 2016, something like that, because I came back from New York, and it took me some time to find a job, and then for 2 years, 2.5, I was working as an architect in the office. Yeah, and so 2016 to 17, I slowly started to make content. But then I remember there was one day when I actually decided that, okay, if I'm spending time for that, then I am right now doing it professionally. So I actually started to hire photographers to make pictures for me, not on iPhone, but I started to create professional content.
Okay.
And from that time, I started to doing that consistently and professionally.
And you feel that photographer and beautiful professional pictures elevated everything?
Yes, because that time that was not popular. Everybody was making instas as a hobby on iPhones, and the professional photos, they looked wow.
Yeah.
Because after that, in like 2 years later, the professional photos on opposite became unpopular, and people wanted to start making pictures on phone again. So it changes all the time, and you have to catch the wave.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
Also, I really like the idea that you're a mixture of two different worlds. Architects who are supposed to wear, I don't know, maybe shirts, be serious, not dance on the camera for sure. And Elina, not Elina, and fashion influencer, let's say. Tell me, how do you mix these things? And why I'm stressing on this, I believe that everybody has this, as you said, actor or maybe somebody else inside, but because of profession are not letting this out. I mean, when you became influencer, you still stayed serious, right, architect?
Well, I would say that my style grew up through the Instagram. So when I started, it was not as expressive as it became later, because it started to become expressive when I actually felt that I'm actually interesting to people and that they have interest in my style. So I kind of started to express it more. But I remember that there was a feeling that I was actually scared to become fashion blogger because I had this thought in my mind that, wow, what would my architect colleagues think of me? They would think that I'm not serious, that I'm stupid, then and probably they do think like that. Some of them do think like that. If you don't know me, if you never heard me talking, if you don't know me, you could think that.
Limiting beliefs.
Yes, of course, because Instagram is just a part of my life, and it's just a part of me. It's just beautiful, girly, fashiony, fun part of me, and I'm not showing what kind of architect I am in the fashion blog. Yeah, I had this the feeling that, wow, it's kind of I don't feel confident about that, but I just wanted to do that, so I just had to overcome it. And what is interesting is that I started to make fashion photos, and then at one point I actually started to dance because I always dreamt of dancing, and I was doing it absolutely terribly, but that is something that I'm proud of. I never actually felt ashamed of showing it and showing the process of learning, because I feel we have these restrictions in our head that we only can post on Instagram something that is very beautiful, perfect, and polished and professional. So if you're dancing and video and making video of it, it could be only perfect. No, it's not like that, because Instagram is only Instagram. First of all, it was for fun, so we have to remember that. It's not so serious. It's not rocket science, you know.
Yeah.
So I started dancing, and then I started to get messages from girls who are architects, like, wow, Elina, I'm so happy you're showing that you're dancing. Look, I decided to go and take dancing classes because I used to feel ashamed of it, because it's not something regular in architecture world.
Not the image of the serious person.
Yes. How come, like, you're an architect by day and then you're putting on heels and dancing around, being sexy? It's not serious. It's not for architects. Well, imagine what architects want to be sexy, want to dance. It's okay.
Yeah, it's a tricky question because, for example, in my daily life, I'm a real estate agent. And at some point, I couldn't decide, okay, I want to grow now my Instagram, and I kind of have to be serious realtor and talk about what? Projects. But you open Instagram, everybody in Dubai is an agent. Everybody is serious. You open Instagram and project. Da, 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 da. And I was like, okay, what I want to talk about, maybe something like my actress, my inner actress, but then it's really not serious for me. So I'm still indecisive on how to mix this.
I totally feel what you're talking about, but because, of course, if I'm expressing myself as an architect to a client, it's very it would be weird for me to show him like my TikToks where I'm dancing half naked, you know. There are times and there are big projects that I took part in when nobody knows that I'm style demon on Instagram. Yeah, and for instance, like, we're zooming with a team, we're zooming with big developer, and I'm representing a project with my team. And someone on the developer team is like, in the end of the session, like, I just want to ask, I hear this voice of a girl, and I think I know this voice. It's a blogger, Style Demon. Is it her? And I'm like, oh my God, what are we doing here?
By
And then,
voice?
by voice, because when we're zooming, we're not showing the face, but we're showing the project. So the lady from
Wow.
the development company
This
that
is success.
yeah, but I felt shocked. But then, what should I lie right now? I can't lie. I'm not doing anything bad. I'm like,
Wrong.
yes,
Yeah.
that's me. I'm a fashion blogger as well. Hello, I'm not stupid. I can do a project. See?
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That you're not ashamed to say, yeah, I'm not only this or only this. I can be
Yeah.
mix of both and still be successful.
Yes.
I really love it.
That was kind of fun.
You know, you was talking a lot about style. Maybe you can give a couple of tips to a person now. Why I want to bring stylist to a business channel, somebody would ask. And I want to explain that I believe that if you're in business, first we spoke about importance of mixing all your personalities to be like completely happy and successful person. But also I believe it's good if you express yourself, and maybe you can give tips how person can find their own style, and what is the style. Is it important or it's not that important? Yeah.
I think that the base rule, like the most important rule for the style, is that actually the person who is you have to be interested in fashion. I mean, if you're not interested in fashion, you can have no style, you just can have clothes, and it's okay. And no style can also be style. Like we could remember Steve Jobs. Obviously, he was not interested in fashion, and he just wore the same clothes and had like the same sneakers, the same jeans, and it became his style because
Yes.
because there is the rule. It actually shows who he really is. He was not interested in fashion, and if you're not interested in fashion, you don't have to try. And if you are interested in fashion, again, you have to really trying to go deep inside of you and to understand who you are. I have a lecture about how to find your style where I actually made 100 slides with different schemes how one can find a style.
Really?
But it's actually in Russia. Yeah, I actually gave a lecture in
University?
not in university. I was already a fashion blogger. We made an offline lecture where we invited people who liked my style. They came and I gave them a lecture how I see one could find a style. It's kind of a big deal, but the most important rule is that the style is not artificial. You have to really understand who you are. And what your life is about, and and also not only who you are right now, but how do you see yourself in future. There are different pieces that you have to bring together, and you have to know about yourself that you could mix together, and that could be your style. And that it's not a moment, it's a process. If you're interested in that, you have to dig into yourself, you have to dig into the future, you have to really try to understand the fashion world, maybe to see different shows and to try to understand what kind of shows and brands and designers you like. It's a process.
It's a big process.
Yes, it's
like
an
it.
investigation of yourself.
Okay, wow. It's actually, see how just a simple question about style actually brings us again to a deeper levels of personality. And that's
Absolutely.
why I like this.
Something that proves this is actually people who we believe are stylish and who we see as stylish people are people who really understand themselves and who have really strong personalities.
Yeah.
And that's how they become style icons. And on the other hand, we see those people and those bloggers and those stylists who we feel like they are just making an impression. They're just putting on clothes that they think is trendy.
Style, yeah.
And we feel it right away. If the clothes is not matching with the personality, we feel it like the way we see it right away.
Yeah, 100%. It's not about brands, it's about
Yeah,
your personality, as you said.
absolutely.
Wow, I like it.
Also, I think that if you don't like fashion, if you're not interested in that, you don't have to be. I mean, right now everybody's like how to style, how to be stylish, how to be fashionable. You don't have to if you don't.
Okay, but for example, now some like me, even as example, I had so much clothes, and in the in the last 5 years, oh my God, I don't know what happens. I have really urge to throw away all my clothes, and it's a process for 5 years. Charity. We were talking about this Christian Louboutins, how to get rid of them, bad investments, etc. But now I realized why I wanted, because I became different person, and now I ask myself, oh my God, what will I wear? I really don't know.
Listen, what you're talking about, it's absolutely wonderful. Actually, first, it says a lot about you in a good way. You're actually changing and growing as a person, because you know what? When we see person, for instance, a girl whose style is absolutely the same as 10 years ago, usually it shows that the person wasn't growing, wasn't changing. There was no transformation. So, I mean, it's crazy. It's working all the time.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's like that. So it's a good thing that you're changing and your style is changing, and that's a great sign, because that is happening with me all the time. Once a year, I clean all the wardrobe, and this place where you are right now, where you don't know what to wear and how to dress, actually it is happening with me right now as well. It actually shows that right now you're trying to find your place in the world, and it's a new place. It's not the same that it was 10 years ago, and it's great. And you just don't have to panic. You just have to go with the flow, and like in half a year you will find yourself again. I believe that.
Wow, I love it. We'll meet in half a year and make another
Yeah.
video. Since we're coming closer to an end, I just want to ask about your plans, maybe. Where do you see, anyways, we're going with all this blogging, fashion? What is going on?
Wow, that's a nice question, because I've been asking myself that for like a year now already, and I think that is a question that I'm asking myself and my psychologist every session. I feel like as a blogger right now, I want to do. It's funny because I feel like lots of my content, the way that I was expressing myself on Instagram. It was actually part of it, big part of it, was driven by my inner, baby who wasn't confident about herself, and she was like, she wanted to scream like, look at me, I'm so pretty, I'm so talented, I'm so fashionable, look at me, you have to know about me, like show me here, show me there, I will go there, oh my God, I'll do everything. I sincerely wanted to dance and to show how I dance, how I progress. I wanted to do all those TikToks. Really, that was me. But then right now, I feel like that motivation is not there already. And I'm thinking of the way that I could transform myself as a blogger. It's still going to be a fashion because it's my true passion. But I don't think that in a year it's going to look the way it looks like right now. We'll see where it goes, but we don't know it now.
I didn't ask you actually question about money, because everyone wants to know about money.
Yes.
Just for example, at that moment when you became already big blogger, working with brands, did you have chance, for example, or did you want to stop doing all architectural work and just be blogger? Could you survive for this on this money? Or
in 2023, 2024, my Instagram growed wildly, and I had tons of advertisement, and I have a quite high paycheck, and I was making very, very good money. And sometimes it was more than in architecture. Right now, I grew check even more, so I don't have as much work as I used to
Advertisement.
do, because I just don't. I actually burned out through 23, 24. I burned out. I felt like I don't feel good doing that anymore. So that's when I started to think of something new for me. I have like 1,000 followers.
111,000.
11. It's not a lot, but it's quite good in fashion community. I actually earned as much as some 1 million followers influencers, but not in fashion, because in fashion we have high checks.
Ah, and also I heard that it's very hard to monetize fashion blog.
It's actually the easiest blog to monetize. I mean,
If you're looking for blog to monetize blog
but
ideas,
in Russia, here in Dubai, it's not the same. In Russia, and also, as far as I know, America is a good place to monetize fashion blogs. Europe, not so much. They have really high checks, and you have to be a really top influencer. And it's harder to become top influencer in Europe than in Russia, for instance. In Russia, because I'm deeply in the profession and I'm deeply in the community, I can see that fashion bloggers are the easiest to monetize. Because what are fashion
brands.
bloggers? We are brands of fashion brands, cosmetics, jewelry. We monetize everything. If you're humor blogger, for instance, this is what is hard to
Yeah.
monetize.
How? Nobody wants to pay for humor. Everyone wants to laugh only.
Yes, and also fashion bloggers are usually pretty girls, pretty girls who can advertise everything.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, on this amazing positive note, I would ask you just the last question, what I ask any of my guests. What for you is success, Elina?
Wow, like 5 years ago, I would tell you money and popularity and everything like that. Right now, I can say that it's the inner peace. It's when your soul actually feel calm. This is the success.
But together with money.
Yes, but not as much as I thought.
Yeah, so you don't need as much money as you thought. As you need more peace.
No, wait. I do need as much money as I thought. It's just that now I know that money doesn't bring happiness.
It's really true.
It is true.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom told me that. Mothers are always right in the end.
Yeah, okay. Okay, guys, if you're watching till now, I believe that you liked our conversation and you liked our amazing guest. I really enjoyed it. What do you think if we will link your lecture about style? Maybe we
But
can.
it's in Russian.
Yeah, so if you know Russian, you can benefit
Yeah,
from.
we can link. Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
you can benefit from checking Elina's lecture about style, and I hope you like the tips. If you want to grow your blog, I hope it was helpful for you too. And even if you're in the business and you have actually other passions, this is the beautiful example how you can mix serious profession where you don't dance with the beauty of the soul and be successful. And yeah, it's amazing. I really love this. I really love this about you. So find all the links to our guest in the video down below in the description. Feel free to check her and follow her on Instagram. She also has video podcast. It's not podcast more. What is that actually?
It is actually a fashion show. It's a fashion show where I invite, I would say, fashionable celebrities, and we're talking about their style and we're talking about their past in life.
It's also in Russian, but maybe Elina soon will come to an English speaking society because I see you a lot in Dubai. Ah, the last question. Why won't you move to Dubai? I
Oh my
see you
God.
so much here.
Yeah, I actually really love Dubai. And I want to say that my parents were living here from 2010 to 2015, maybe. And I was visiting all the time. I feel like Dubai is my second home after Moscow. I would like to live here half a year because
In
the
winter?
weather, yes, the weather is great. And I mean, I like the community a lot. I feel a lot of Russian soul here, actually. I really like it. And the opportunities are great. I think right now for me, it's about money. Because it's quite expensive in comparison to Moscow to live here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
In a level that you like.
of course, in a level that I like. I mean, I'm trying to live as good as I live in Moscow here, but it's like 2 times more expensive than in
Yeah.
Moscow. Yeah, and for me, it's just I think it's just a question of time that I will be able. I believe in myself. I will be able to allow myself to live here not just a month or several weeks, but the
A-
half a year at
As
least.
long as you want. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yay.